Alright guys, I wanted to remake this video because I did something different with the low-level harnesses. And this is going to be a video about the stock amplifier bypass harness for 2010 to 2016 Equinox and Terrains. 6 speaker, 8 speaker, doesn't matter, it'll work in either one. So, now, in some of the kits you're going to have a green plug, and other kits you're going to have a gray plug. It just depends on my supply. They're both the same exact plug. You can see that the shape is the same. It's the same connector. It's just that this one was made more for a door Molex, I believe. But if you order a kit from me, you're either going to get a green one or a gray one. They're both the same. Doesn't matter. So here's how these kits work. This is basically for bypassing your stock amplifier and adding your own system for your door speakers, your subwoofer, whatever you want to do. You can use the signals and the speaker outputs in your amplifier with these bypass harnesses here. So we're going to pretend again like this is your stock amplifier under the dash, and there's 3 plugs in it. Okay, and this end plug is missing in this one, but it would be in there. If you're going to bypass your stock amplifier, I would just pull that plug and let it be in your thing, because your power, your ground, and your subwoofer, your stock subwoofer outputs are in that. So I would just pull it, and then we're going to concentrate on these 2 plugs. You would pull your center plug out, and that would go into the speaker harness, which is the green one or the gray one. Will go in. Okay, and then this would be your speaker outputs right here. You would go to your amplifiers, speaker terminals with these. If you have a system with the center channel, the gray and the black are for the center channel. The green, or I'm sorry, the red, I believe, is front right. In each color you'll see, I don't know if you can see that in the camera, I have a wire coloring chart. The solid colors are the positive, and the colors that have the black wrap on them are negative. So the colors are the same for the speaker, but the black is the negative. And you can see it better probably with the yellow right here. Excuse me. You can see the black and the solid. So it's all pretty simple. So that's how you do it with the speaker harness. And then this is the low-level output harness. You would pull that one from the amplifier, and you would go into this one, plug in, and there's your 4 signals. And now what I'm doing with these is I've got the RCAs soldered on there now. So all you'd have to do is run your RCAs just like that to your amplifier or your DSP, whatever you're using. And there's your signal. And I believe, I don't have the color chart on me, but I think blue is like front left, red is like rear right. I don't remember, but I have the chart all printed out, and it's all very simple. And in this harness, I've mentioned in my other video, the black wire here is the remote turn on. What we're finding with these is that they're causing a small turn off pop because of the module in these cars. When it shuts the amplifiers off last, and it just causes a little thump in the speaker. Now some people don't care about that. If you do care about it, you don't want that to happen. They make these, I think Stinger makes them and Metro makes them. They're things that they're turn-off delays. I don't know if that would work with a turn-off. It might, but they're like 15 bucks. They're nothing, and they're easy to wire. To try it, I don't even know if it's going to work. But what I do know works with these is to run your remote wire to the interior fuse panel to a switch 12-volt source in there, and that eliminates all the problems. Everything operates smoothly at that point. So that's basically how the stock amplifier bypass works, and it is what it is. You know, you're bypassing your stock amplifier completely, but you're using the wiring from your head unit for the signal, and you're using the speaker output harness so that you don't have to run speaker wire to the doors. The speaker wiring goes through a Molex connector at the doors in these vehicles, and everybody knows those things are a pain in the rear end. You know, I mean, if you want to do that and you enjoy doing that kind of thing, great. But I'm going to tell you right now that the stock wiring is 18 gauge, and that's plenty beefy enough to handle a lot of current. I've said before, I would be comfortable with 250, even 300 watts on 18 gauge. I think it would be, that's plenty. So that's pretty much how this harness kit works. Now, because I have the plugs I've got plugs for the stock amplifier, and I've got the T-harness plugs that plug into those plugs. So that makes it possible to do a lot of different things with whatever you feel like doing. For example, if you want to use an amplifier for, say, your front stage, and you want to use your stock amplifier to power your rear doors, that's totally possible with these kits. I can make that happen. I'd have to customize the harness, but it would work very much like this. It would just be plug, you know, and run your wires accordingly. And with all my kits, absolutely no splicing or cutting of factory wire. It's all like you see, plug, and then run the wires to your gear. And that's about it for this one. I wanted to remake this one because I did these. You know, I started putting the RCAs on the end of this to make it easier for you. Think that covers it. Be sure to look at my channel at my other harness kits that I've come with. I came with a actually I made a video about it. It's a subwoofer integration harness. That's just for adding a subwoofer. Check that video out. Adding a subwoofer to a stock system. And also I have a component speaker adapter harness for people who just want to put component speakers in replace their front speakers with a nice set of aftermarket components with the passive crossover boxes. I made a video for that. I've got a harness available for that. It's nice to use. So that pretty much covers this today, what I wanted to share with you. I hope that helps, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the thing down there, and I'll be glad to interact with you. All right, enjoy your day.